Hey everybody, what's going on? This is your girl, Miss T. Hey, I know you see the little wind blowing in the hair, like, alright, what's that all about? Well, in honor of Miss Beyonce performing at the Staples Center tonight, I'm doing my diva thing for my video, cause I'm a diva. I'm a diva. And every girl needs a wind machine in her hair. Like, I'm just kidding. It's hot as hell outside, so I needed the AC on. So sorry, you just gonna get wind blown tonight. But anyway, tonight is the 13th, and viewers, tonight's video is about that low down, dirty, rotten, shameful topic that some of you out there, yeah, you know all too well about. You know what I'm talking about. Cheating. Cheaters. Tonight's video is aptly titled Hell Hath No Fury Like a Young Girl. I know y'all gonna be like, I know where you got that topic from. I know why you want to talk about that. Yeah, shut it. Anyway, I was listening to Michael Baisden before I left work tonight, and his topic of the day was also about cheating. His was more specifically about older married men cheating with younger women. So yeah, of course, we all know his topic of the day, my video tonight, basically what inspired us to kind of do this is just based on recent events in the news. And if you have no clue what I'm talking about in terms of recent events, then either you have been living under a rock, you have been all too consumed with the passing of Michael Jackson, or you've just been living your life and really don't give a damn. Well, good. So I'll give you the backdrop to the stories real quick. But before I do that, I definitely want to put out a disclaimer that me making this video and putting the topic out there does not mean that I condone cheating. I just need to say that. Doesn't mean I condone it. I just want to talk about it because it is a fact that people cheat all the damn time. Married people cheat a lot more than you would like to think that they do. There are so many so-called happily married people that are out there living double and some of them triple lives. So it's a reality we don't want to face, but it is a reality, so I want to talk about it. So again, obviously this video was just kind of inspired by some recent events in the news. We had a couple of athletes recently murdered by younger women that they were involved in. Of course, the first one we know about is ex-NFL player Steve McNair was found murdered downtown Nashville, multiple gunshot wounds to the body, 2 to the dome. There was the body of a 20-year-old female also found near him, 1 gunshot wound to the head, and the gun was found near her body. The police have since confirmed that it was a murder-suicide. She was the shooter. We've now come to find out that she was his girlfriend / mistress of the last several months. He met her while she was working as a waitress at a local Dave & Buster's where he and his family frequented. So somehow they made a connection, things jumped off, she became the jump off, and apparently she was under the impression that he was in the process of divorcing his wife, and he was leaving his wife, they were going to be together, have a future. But I guess most recently she just sort of kind of figured out that maybe he wasn't really telling the truth. He might have been playing her and he really wasn't leaving his wife. She flipped the script, flipped a wig, bought a gun, went postal, and took the both of them out. Wow. The most recent story we've heard about is boxer Arturro Gatti, I believe his last name was Arturro, whose body was just found in a Brazilian hotel room, and the police just arrested his wife for killing him by choking his ass with the strap of her purse. Wow. Death by Gucci. Whew. So, sidebar real quick. Husbands, go to the closet right now. Go check your wife's closet. Go look for the Gucci. If it's in there, throw it out, toss it under the bed, do whatever you need to do. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. She comes in there like, where's my Gucci at? Be like, oh, baby, I bought you this Dooney and Burke instead. Fellas, if you're going on a date with a female and she's carrying a Gucci purse, you better act like your name is Jay-Z and be like, baby, leave the purse home tonight. I got this. We popping bottles on me, for sure. Alright, back to the story. Anyway, I want to know from you guys, because there were a lot of comments out there on Facebook after the McNair shooting, and when some of the details started coming out about his relationship with this girl. A lot of comments were made, especially from a lot of the women, who were just saying, well, that's what he gets, that's what he deserves for messing around, for cheating on his wife and messing with a young girl, because they crazy and they're not stable. So my question to you guys is, number one, do you feel that he deserved it, him or Arturro? I mean, the other situation is a little bit different. Arturro was murdered by his wife. We don't know the details of what set her off, but the similarities are that these were both older men, both 37, I believe. McNair's girl was 20. Arturro's wife was 23. In the McNair situation, I mean, did either one of them deserve it? Do they really deserve it, no matter if they were right or wrong, whatever it was that they were doing? Because bottom line is, we're not really going to know the full truth in any of these situations. But when you're talking about people cheating, there's always more than one side to the story. Always. And we don't really know what transpired. And it's easy for all of us to be judgmental. I mean, a lot of people, including myself, were making comments about the young lady who murdered McNair and herself. It was like, damn, she was a side piece. She didn't know how to play her position. You didn't have to take it to the extreme. But, I had to check myself. I've been to 18, 19, 20. I mean, women. How many of us have been lied to? How many of us have been played on? How many of us have had men who have played bullshit mind games for no reason at all? How many of us have been cheated on? Or how many of us have been involved with somebody who turns out to be married or in a relationship and we had no idea whatsoever? And the same with men too. I'm not just putting this all on married men, but men, you've been played by some women, who have played games no matter what their age bracket was. So it's easy to make judgments on this girl because we don't, whether we know the truth or not. But at the end of the day, she was a 20-year-old girl who was just sprung on an older dude, and he spun his situation a little differently, and she was naive enough to believe it. We've all been there. And at the end of the day, she's somebody's daughter. She's somebody's friend. She's somebody's sister. And she had a name, and she had feelings. So to say she was crazy, I mean, again, we've all been there. I mean, it's a lot of y'all acting like Jasmine Sullivan, busting out windows and scratching a few cars and flattening a few tires. Not me. Not me. I take the higher route. But there's some of you out there that go a little crazy, but, not over the edge enough to, like, take yourself out or take someone else out. But you never know what that one thing is that'll set somebody off. So, yeah. So that's my 2 cents, more or less. So those are the questions I want to know from you guys. And if there's anything to be learned out of this, I guess the lessons I would say are, be really careful when you guys are out here dating, because dating is challenging enough, especially out here in LA. So when you're dealing with people and their emotions and their feelings, you need to be extremely cognizant of your actions and your words. Your actions and your words need to line up. One needs to be in accordance with the other, because there's a lot of you out there and you know who you are. There's a lot of you that are saying things that you don't mean. You are saying things and doing something completely different, and you're playing games with people, whether it's intentional or not. But you're playing with people's feelings, and you don't know what, it's not important to you, or it doesn't matter to you, but it may matter 10 times as much to that other person that you're dealing with. So just, ladies, men, be very careful when you're out here dealing with people. You're dealing with somebody's feelings and emotions, and again, you don't know people, and you just don't know what that one thing is that you do or say that just may set them over the edge. So if there's nothing else to be learned, that's it. Oh, and stay away from Gucci purses. I'm just saying. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. That's what I got to say. Leave your comments. I want to know. Also, check the page later tonight, because I'm going to post some questions that goes a little bit farther. I want to post some more questions about the topic of cheating. So let's get a little bit deeper into it. So let's set it off.